Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there, guys. Some pretty devastating news coming out of the United States today with the Lbry versus SEC lawsuit, which didn't end so well for Lbry. Basically, they got declared that they issued a security today. They have lost the lawsuit against the SEC, which will have implications on crypto in the United States. So I'm going to go through that. And obviously, we've got some updates in relation to Ripple and the SEC. Obviously, Elon Musk and Twitter still. You've got Sam Bankman-Fried having it out with CZ from Binance. It's never a dull moment in crypto, that is for sure. And some interesting stuff has come out with the US government now seizing billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin and now becoming one of the largest holders of Bitcoin. It's wild. This space is absolutely wild. Anyway, we're going to go through everything, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Let's get straight into it. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and yes, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. We are just getting started. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a good old thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free. Thank you very much. It's down there. You guys rock. Also, little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I do not want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto. So please be careful out there. Do your own research and due diligence. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are out of the way. My voice is a little bit all over the place today, but let's go straight to the community tab here, guys. This is full on. And this was breaking about 5 hours ago. The New Hampshire court finds that Lbry offered LBC as a security and that the fair notice defense fails. The court finds that no reasonable tier of fact could reject the SEC's contention that Lbry offered LBC as a security and Lbry does not have a triable defense and that it lacked fair notice. The SEC is entitled to judgment. The SEC's motion for summary judgment is granted. That is absolutely devastating for Lbry. And obviously, if you're looking at now in relation to the price and coin market cap, it is down like 34%. Obviously, that's understandable for what's happened there, guys. Devastating for crypto. And just look at that insane crash there on TradingView. Very, very devastating news for the United States. And you know, it's interesting because, you know, the SEC is absolutely loving this. I know this for a fact. And they'll be most likely applying this into any information to this Ripple versus SEC lawsuit as well. And they're going to be using this as like a flag, basically, for this. I mean, it's horrible to see this happen. But some of the things, obviously, we're going to go through as well. These were the altcoins up in my portfolio this morning. We had Telcoin, Omi, Matic, VeChain, and Casper. Now, another thing I want to point out as well with this Lbry case as well is that obviously I've been seeing so much, reading, watching everything online, obviously, that Lbry didn't have actually any real utility in terms of actual use case. So that's one of the reasons why the judge actually, you know, voted in favor of the SEC. It's not good, ladies and gentlemen, not good. But anyway, moving on, we'll go through everything. This is CoinSpot. This is where I buy my cryptos in Australia. Now, I'm going to go through the prices quickly, guys. I'm not going to go spend too much time on this, but there is a referral link below. Please feel free to use that. You will get $10 in Bitcoin. Obviously, a commodity. It is not a security. And Ethereum now, apparently, as well. It's not a security, but it could be. Interesting. Anyway, let's go through them here. All the prices you see here are in Australian dollars. Everything else is set to US dollars because I'm catering for everybody around the world and my Aussie fans. But let's have a quick look here. Bitcoin sitting at $32,000 today. Ethereum's at $2,480. You've got XRP at 73 cents, still undervalued in my opinion. Dogecoin is at 17 cents. Cardano's at 63 cents as well. You've got Matic at $1.92. Solana's at $46, even though there's an announcement with Google partnering up with them. So interesting stuff. Polkadot's $11 as well. Moving on, you got Link at $14, Algorand at 65 cents. Stellar is at 17 cents as well. Near Protocols at $4. VeChain is up 10%. There's some interesting stuff coming out about VeChain as well. 4 cents today, which is nice. Quant is at 242. Bang, buy level. Love it. 3% it is down. I will get some more Quant today. Luna Classic is up 1.95%. Hedera is at 9 cents as well. Moving down to some other favorites, Axie Infinity is at $15. If we go to the graph at 14 cents. Moving down, you've got Engine up 1.89% to 73 cents. You've got Casper up 0.35%, which is nice, 6 cents. And of course, my other favorite here is XDC sitting at 4 cents as well. We have a look at Reef. That is up 21%. Very, very nice to see that. Still under a cent. And I did put a gorilla into this, ladies and gentlemen, which is basically 1,000. So that got me a lot of tokens. So really, guys, not financial advice. I am buying Reef because I've seen some price predictions of that going to $8, of course. XYO, a gem, undervalued in my opinion. And of course, we have ALBC Alliance block down to 9 cents as well. So let's go to Crypto Bubbles. And again, I have the Wall Street Bull Patreon. It is linked below. I put up all my buys, my sells, my crypto trading bots, information on that, my dividend stock buys and sells, everything to do with investing, guys. I'm building a very bullish community. It is linked below. Please feel free to join up. You will not regret it. Let's go to Crypto Bubbles. And I'm going to go on the day. Let's have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we have VeChain up 12%, which is really nice to see this actually moving. Actually, it's been doing quite well all week and all month. 20% on the month. Very, very nice. I think VeChain is very undervalued and not really talked about, to be quite honest. Link is up 11% as well. 15% on the week, 20% on the month. That's very nice. Toncoin again is popping its head up, ladies and gentlemen. 11% on the day, 17% on the week, and 32% on the month. Just going to have a sip of my energy drink. Oh, it's very nice. It's those X50 drinks. They're really nice as well. Not sponsored by them, but I love them, guys. They're awesome. Green tea. Trying to lay off the caffeine, the coffee. Anyway, let's go. Matic, you're sitting at 6% on the day, 48% on the month, which is nice. And what else we got here? Dot, 4.5% on the day. We have Crow as well, 7.4%. I've never been into Crow token, Kronos. I mean, it's only pretty much utility for the crypto.com, pretty much. Now, let's go here, guys, because again, the SEC sued Lbry last March on allegations it sold its native LBC token in violation of federal securities laws. Crypto startup Lbry violated securities laws by selling its native LBC tokens without registering in the United States or with the SEC. And the New Hampshire judge ruled on Monday the SEC sued Lbry in March 2021, alleging that LBC tokens were securities and that the startup had violated securities laws by selling them without registering with the agency. Lbry pushed back, claiming that LBC tokens were not securities and that the SEC did not give fair notice, obviously, of this, that the sale of LBC was subject to securities laws, thus violating the company's right of due process. The Lbry protocol is blockchain-based file sharing network, which is interesting. I've actually never been invested into Lbry, but the judge, Barbara Badoro, right here, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, of the District Court of New Hampshire, ruled on Monday that no reasonable tier of fact could reject the SEC's contention that Lbry offered LBC as a security. And Lbry right here does not have a triable defense that it lacked fair notice. Lbry founder Jeremy Kaufman right here has long maintained that the outcome of this case could have sweeping implications for the wider crypto industry in the United States. Speaking at Messari's mainnet conference September, Kaufman said the facts in Lbry's case would basically apply to every company in the crypto industry. That's full on, because what this has basically done now is set a legal precedence in the United States, and the SEC is going to refer this to literally every single cryptocurrency out there. So it's devastating for the crypto community today. And again, the SEC Lbry case established as a precedent that threatens the entire US crypto industry. And under the SEC versus Lbry standard, almost every cryptocurrency, including Ethereum and Doge, are securities. The future cryptocurrency in the US now rests in the organization even worse than the SEC, the United States Congress, he said. One significant case that Lbry ruling could impact the SEC suit against Ripple Labs and the two of its executives who allegedly been charged with selling $1.3 billion in unregistered securities, aka XRP, which is not a security. Now, much like Lbry, Ripple Labs' defense has heightened hinged on the claim that its native token XRP is not a security, and that by failing to provide a clarity on whether XRP was a security, the SEC did not provide fair notice that Ripple Labs' conduct was unlawful. Several major players in crypto industry, including Coinbase and Blockchain Association, have filed amicus briefs in support of Ripple Labs, arguing that the securities laws have been inconsistently applied by the regulator, creating uncertainty for the entire industry. So in its initial complaint against Lbry, the SEC asked the court for a permanent injunction to prevent Lbry from selling more LBC tokens, again, of its ill-gotten gains, plus prejudgment interest and other civil monetary policies. The judge ruling on Monday means that Lbry's case will not go to trial. A status hearing to determine the next step is slated for November 21st. Full on. Absolutely full on, guys. I mean, Gen's a little bit just jumping for joy. And I just want to point out as well, it doesn't seem that a lot of people came out in support of Lbry either, which is interesting. Not like Ripple, but it's devastating for that, for them. So it seems that they, also, I mean, to fight this consistently as well would cost a fortune in legal fees. And Lbry doesn't have the, financial backing and partnerships as does Ripple. So it's devastating for them, and I feel very, very bad for the team. And hopefully they can continue doing something outside of the United States as well, because crypto, this is the revolutionary new era that we're all coming into this, and it's incredible to see that the SEC is doing this to, innovation. It's terrible. Anyway, so that's basically it, and this is what a legal precedent is, basically. And I know Johnny Deaton's making some reference here on Twitter that it does not set a precedent, which in a way is good, but precedent refers to a court decision that is considered as authority for deciding subsequent cases involving identical or similar facts or similar legal issues. Precedent is incorporated into the doctrine of stare decisis right here, and requires courts to apply the law in the same manner to cases with the same facts. Some judges have stated that precedent ensures that individuals in similar situations are treated alike instead of based on a particular judge's personal views. Lbry would have had to spend a fortune on legal fees, I'm just saying. Now, Ripple, SEC, this is the case of the century. It's unbelievable. Ripple's fighting for all of crypto in the United States, all right, and basically globally as well, because it's going to have a ripple effect around the world, no pun intended. But the SEC's summary judgment motion is unlikely to be granted, says the lawyer. So the XRP community's fan favorite lawyer, Jeremy Hogan, has once again commented via Twitter on the current state of the court between Ripple Labs and the US Securities Exchange Commission. Hogan cited attorney and Johnny Deaton, right here, legends in the industry, who represent over 75,000 XRP investors in the litigation. After Judge Torres denied Deaton's motion to intervene, she allowed the filing of the amicus brief. So why a summary judgment isn't very likely to happen? According to Hogan, the SEC will not be able to meet its burden of proof, or at least one element of the Howey test. This is where Deaton and the XRP investors who have made their voices heard in the court and play a crucial role. Ripple vs SEC could face a bruising defeat, experts predict. So as Hogan went on to discuss, the SEC must do two things in order for summary judgment motion to succeed. First, it must prove every element by greater weight of the evidence and prove that there is no genuine dispute of material fact. However, this factual argument is built on very shaky ground, specifically the argument that XRP investors bought into the token based on Ripple's promise of a higher price. So the SEC offers no evidence related to knowledge or conduct attributed to the Amici or any XRP holders. SEC expert admitted that he might have come to a different conclusion upon learning that XRP holders acquired XRP for non-investment purposes. Guys, this is crazy what's happening here. Anyway, I'm still remaining very bullish on Ripple and XRP. I think they will defeat the SEC, and it just gives more strength because, Ripple's got a lot of support in this space, and I think that's incredible as well. A lot of big players coming out here with Ripple, so I'm still remaining very positive. I'm not being fudded out by anything with Ripple. I think it's going to win the lawsuit. Okay, now moving on. Fed, look at this, and now the Fed announced a seizure of $3.36 billion in Bitcoin stolen a decade ago from illegal Silk Road marketplace, the second largest crypto recovery. James Zhong of Gainesville, Georgia, pleaded guilty to the wire fraud and theft of about $3.36 billion in Bitcoin stolen from illegal Silk Road marketplace, which the FBI shut down in 2013. This is the federal government's second largest seizure of cryptocurrency following $3.6 billion stolen in crypto-linked in 2016 hack of Bitfinex. What do you think they're going to do with the $3.36 billion in Bitcoin? They're going to hold that stuff, aren't they? So yeah, it just goes to show, huh? They're holding it. They're not going to get rid of it. Global X commits to crypto ETFs as rivals exit right here. So Global X, this is us for us Aussies right here. Australia, the investment firm formerly known as ETF Securities, may become the nation's only provider of cryptocurrency funds open to retail investors as competitors flag their withdrawal from the market. So Global X, I'm invested in Global X shares on the dividend market, but it's going to be very interesting to see them coming out with crypto ETFs. I will buy them for sure. And Binance CEO says he's not trying to fight Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX, which is interesting right here. So Zhao obviously took aim at the conspiracy theories about him allegedly orchestrating the recent FTX controversy. As reported by you today, speculation started to emerge about the alleged financial troubles of FTX, linked to trading firm Alameda Research. And the head of the largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance, insists that he spends time building instead of feuding. I suggest others do the same. Back to building, he said. So basically, they're not feuding, but it's interesting to see that he's actually offloading a lot of FTX tokens. And obviously, guys, this is what's happening right here. These two gentlemen right here, CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried. Seems to be a lot happening with Sam Bankman-Fried at the moment, especially with BitBoy and now CZ. Pretty full on, guys. So he's basically saying that CZ saying that Changpeng Zhao revealed on Sunday his company will liquidate and exposure of FTX's FTT token. Zhao's move may be influenced by the revelations that the FTX affiliated trading firm Alameda Research could be facing financial difficulties. Binance and FTX cannot resolve their differences soon. It could result in a drawn-out conflict between the two exchanges. I would highly suggest, not financial advice, getting your anything you're holding on FTX out of there, because if that goes down, that's going to be full on. And again, the US government here has more Bitcoin than the largest cryptocurrency holders. And what do you think they're going to do with that? They're holding that Bitcoin because they know. They're not stupid. They're not going to give that away to charity, that's for sure. Moving down, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to where the money's flowing. FTT. We've got Shiba Inu. We've got GMT Steppen. We've got Ethereum, Bitcoin. And that's pretty much it today. Now, let's go to Twitter. And again, there is a heap of stuff happening here, obviously with Lbry and Elon Musk. So I'm going to go quickly through this. But again, once I hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will do a live giveaway of this bull ring right here. And again, it is incredible, just saying. And I will do that live, and I'll work it out how to do it on here. But again, Ripple is fighting for all of crypto in the United States, and it is the case of the century. And I'm backing them all the way from Australia, and that's facts. Now, David Schwartz in the Lbry case. Oh, somewhere of this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And excuse me, and somewhere men are laughing, and women are laughing as well. And somewhere children shout right here, but there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Lbry has struck out. Devastating stuff. We have VeChain Foundation. After many years of hard work, the VeChain Thor, most significant mainnet hard fork, is ready for development following the successful vote. Again, which is nice for VeChain and VeChain Thor. And Lbry, we lost. Sorry, everyone. This is devastating. We are going to lick our wounds for a little bit, but we're not giving up. We've got bright team, tens of millions of pieces of content, hundreds of thousands of creators, and one of the most popular Web3 apps in the world. The best is yet to come. The full ruling of the SEC Lbry case can be read here. I'm not going to go through it because it would take me a while, and I'm sure we're going to see Johnny Deaton coming out here. Now, we've still got whales moving significant amounts of XRP, 60 million. Valued at $27 million. That is insane. We have Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Jake the Rippler, for this one as well. Saudi Arabia joins BRICS. US is no longer interesting right here. And again, a lot of people are coming out not supporting innovation in the United States and moving outside of the United States, especially Saudi Arabia and Dubai. One of my favorite places to visit as well. Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 33 at the moment. And this is from Johnny Deaton. So one federal judge sitting on a different circuit is not absolutely devastating to XRP. I agree. Judge Torres doesn't even have to read this opinion. As a lawyer, for you to say that the judge has a clear legal precedent is total FUD. And you know it. It is not precedent by definition. Again, very nice as well. And that's coming out from This one right here, Swish. I'm not sure what happened there, but Lbry fought the good fight, Jeremy Hogan, but lost at summary judgment. The judge hung his hat largely on the fact that the tokens were essentially no use for the tokens at the time of sales. I would expect this case to make its way onto the SEC's final brief in the Ripple case, and I'm sure everyone's going to be hearing that a million times on YouTube today. But I think it's facts as well. It will get onto the Ripple case because, Gensler's just, loving it right now. He's partying, at the devastation of others. He's just, just pisses me off. Anyway, Binance has about $8 billion of Ethereum in our cold wallets. And this is the ruling right here in the Lbry case. So check this out. By retaining hundreds of millions of LBC for itself, Lbry also signaled that it was not motivated to work tirelessly to improve the value of the blockchain for itself and any other LBC purchases. The structure, which any reasonable purchaser would understand, would lead to purchasers of LBC to expect that they too would profit from their holdings of LBC, and as a result of Lbry's assiduous efforts. Full on devastating stuff, man. Anyway, this is all going into obviously Lbry right here. Now, BlockFi brings back crypto yield accounts to US accredited investors. Interesting, you have to be accredited. Johnny Deaton basically going at Gensler, and I love you, mate. You're a legend, Johnny Deaton. Way to protect investors, Gensler. Regular hardworking folks get shut out because you protected them from yield. You, sir, respectively, are a disgrace. And Jim Cramer says that it's not time to buy the dip on tech stocks just yet. I would not listen to Jim Cramer. Traditional global payment systems, this is Ripple, are far from efficient. In this video, CEO, legend, Brad Garlinghouse details how we are removing barriers for crypto in business. Have a listen to this and we'll end on this as well.
A lot of friction as measured by solving real problems for real customers. And Ripple, obviously, from its earliest days, focused on the problem around cross-border payments. That's a point of a lot of friction as measured by speed and cost. And by focusing there, we've been able to have a big impact on that, relatively small piece. But I think over the next years, you're going to see many financial transactions where a middleman sits, a middle transaction, an intermediary. Those will get removed, and we'll use blockchain and other digital asset type technologies to remove that friction. And I think all of society will benefit from improving the efficiency of those systems. I think you'll see that. Certainly, you've seen it in securities settlement as an opportunity. The financial transactions around bonds, around derivatives, a lot of these things take a while to settle, and the friction associated actually holds back the industry. Insurance is an industry I think you're going to see touched. Trade finance is an industry that really Ripple, some of our customers have invited us to participate in. And you've seen experimentation around identity in real estate and title management. And these are all examples where I think it's so hard to predict where this will go, in the same way that 25 years ago, when I first got involved in the Internet of Information, I never could have predicted on my smartphone I'd press a button and I'd have a car picking me up minutes later. I think this will permeate lots of different parts of our society.
Very, very bullish stuff right there. Now, let's go to coin market cap here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is the Lbry coin right there. Very, very bad stuff today. The gain is in my portfolio: Reef, Talcoin, VeChain, VTHO, Matic, Harmony One, Rose, RSO, and XPR Proton, which is not XRP. But again, my money, in not financial advice, is going into banking coins because these have real utility. They are being used by institutions and banks, and they did have that purpose at the beginning when they were launched, and they are all decentralized, of course. Now, obviously, we've got Ethereum, favorite child of Gensler, and the obviously the Fed. We know this. And again, XRP, definitely one for me. I'm definitely buying more of that, of course. ADA, AVAX, Link, Algorand, XLM, Quant, Hedera, IOTA, Casper, and XDC, and Alliance Block. This is where my main focus is at the moment. And that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Thank you for sticking around this long. I really appreciate every single one of you watching every day on my channel. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Everything is linked below as well. Do not go following spam accounts. There's so many out there at the moment. It's crazy, especially on TikTok. I think there's like 20 fake accounts, so it's not me. So guys, be careful, all right? So everything is spelt below. Stay safe, everyone. Stay positive. I know it's a pretty full-on day today in the crypto world, but I'm still remaining very positive and optimistic because I think Ripple has the backing from the crypto industry, and they also have the financial capabilities and obviously a really good team of lawyers fighting for all of crypto, the case of the century. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking around. We'll speak to you tomorrow. Peace out. Bye.